Why is a good relationship between husband and wife so crucial? Have you ever pondered this question? The bond shared between a husband and wife is not just a social contract, but an emotional, spiritual, and psychological union that profoundly influences their lives. It is an ecosystem of mutual respect, understanding, and affection that can either be a source of immense joy or a well of distress. This bond doesn't just impact the couple, but also the environment around them. Their relationship can set the tone for their home, influencing their children and even their social circles. Today, we are going to explore the basic elements that make a relationship strong and enduring. We will be shedding light on practical advice and tips that can be applied to foster a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. So whether you're newly married or have spent decades together, there's always room for growth and improvement. Stay tuned as we delve into the basic elements that make a relationship strong and fulfilling. Number 1. Trust, the cornerstone of any relationship. But how does one build it? Trust is like a thread that stitches the fabric of a relationship together, making it strong and durable. It's the silent assurance that your partner has your back and you have theirs. It's the invisible glue that binds two hearts, two minds, and two souls together, making them one. But building trust is not a one-time affair. It's a continuous process that requires effort, patience, and consistency. To build trust, start with the small things. Be reliable. If you say you'll do something, do it. Like when you promise to pick up the groceries or take out the trash, or even be home for dinner on time. These seemingly insignificant acts can lay a strong foundation of trust. Then, move on to the bigger things. Be open and transparent. Share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, your past, and your future. Open up your heart and let your partner in. This vulnerability cultivates trust. It shows that you trust them with your deepest secrets, your darkest fears, and your highest hopes. Now, maintaining trust is as important as building it. It's like a delicate flower that needs constant care and attention. Be honest, even when the truth is hard to swallow. Be loyal, even when temptation knocks on your door. Be supportive, even when your partner's dreams seem far-fetched. Be patient, even when your partner makes a mistake, because everyone does, and most importantly, forgive. Because forgiveness heals the wounds of broken trust. Trust also means trusting your partner's judgment and respecting their decisions. It means believing in their abilities and supporting their endeavors. It means standing by their side in their darkest hour and celebrating with them in their brightest moment. Trust isn't built in a day. It's a continuous process that requires patience and consistency. It's a journey, not a destination. It's a dance, not a race. And like any dance, it requires two to tango. So take your partner's hand, look into their eyes, and start this beautiful dance of trust. Remember, trust isn't built in a day. It's a continuous process that requires patience and consistency. Number 2. Sacrifice, a word that scares many, yet it's essential in a strong relationship. It's a word that often conjures visions of loss, of giving up something cherished. But in the context of a relationship, sacrifice can take on a more positive, more empowering meaning. It's about choosing your partner, choosing love over certain personal desires or habits that might stand in the way of your shared happiness. Sacrifice in a relationship is not about losing. It's about gaining something deeper, something more meaningful. It's about gaining a deeper connection, a stronger bond, a more profound understanding of the person you love. It's about gaining the ability to put someone else's needs and happiness before your own, not because you have to, but because you want to. It's about gaining a relationship that is not just about you, but about both of you. But how can we make sacrifices without feeling deprived? Well, it starts with a shift in perspective. See, sacrifices are not about giving up things we love, but about choosing something we love more. It's about prioritizing. It's about acknowledging that while we may want certain things, what we want more is a happy, healthy, fulfilling relationship. And it's not just about the big sacrifices. The little ones matter too. It could be as simple as watching a movie genre your partner loves, but you don't, or waking up early on a weekend to make them breakfast. These little sacrifices may seem insignificant, but they can mean the world to your partner. They show them that you value their happiness, that you're willing to step out of your comfort zone for them. And that, my friends, is the essence of sacrifice in a relationship. Remember, sacrifice is not a one-way street. It goes both ways. It's a constant give and take, a mutual agreement to put each other's happiness first. And when both partners are willing to make sacrifices, they create a relationship that is balanced, that is strong, that is built to last. So the next time you find yourself faced with the prospect of making a sacrifice, remember this. It's not about giving up something, it's about making space for something better. Number 3. Honesty, a simple yet powerful trait that can either make or break a relationship. At its core, honesty is about being genuine, real, and truthful. It's about casting aside pretense and revealing our true selves to the world, and more importantly, to our partners. But why is honesty such a pivotal element in a relationship? Well, honesty cultivates an atmosphere of trust. It fosters open communication, and it paves the way for understanding and acceptance. It reinforces the bond between partners, creating a safe space where each person feels seen, heard, and valued for who they are. But let's be clear, practicing honesty doesn't mean unloading every single thought that crosses your mind onto your partner. It's not about brutal truth that can hurt, but rather about compassionate honesty. This type of honesty is kind, it's considerate, and it's delivered with love and respect. So, how do we practice compassionate honesty? First, it's about recognizing your feelings and acknowledging them. It's about understanding that your emotions are valid and that it's okay to express them. Second, it's about timing. Not every moment is the right moment for honesty. If your partner is stressed or overwhelmed, it may not be the best time to bring up a difficult topic. Wait for a calm moment where you both can focus on the conversation. Third, it's about how you communicate. Use I statements instead of you statements. This shifts the focus from blaming or accusing to expressing your own feelings and experiences. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you could say, "I feel unheard when I talk about my day." And remember, honesty is a two-way street. It involves not only speaking your truth, but also listening to your partners. Active listening is crucial. It shows your partner that you value their thoughts and feelings as much as your own. Honesty is not always comfortable. It can be challenging. It can stir up conflict. It can force us to confront aspects of ourselves or our relationships that we'd rather ignore. But the beauty of honesty lies in its transformative power. It can turn conflict into resolution, misunderstanding into understanding, and distance into closeness. Honesty might not always be easy, but it always brings you closer. Next one, love, the fuel that keeps the relationship engine running. Love, a small word with a profound meaning. It's the invisible thread that binds two souls in a relationship, especially in the sacred bond of marriage. It's not merely a feeling, it's an action, an experience, a choice that we consciously make every day. Now let's talk about the power of love. Love has an incredible ability to heal, to connect, and to empower. It's like a shield that protects a marriage from the harsh winds of misunderstanding and discord. When two people truly love each other, they can overcome any obstacle that stands in their way. They become each other's rock, each other's safe haven. So, how do we express this powerful emotion? It's in the small, everyday gestures. It's in the way you listen to your partner's stories after a long day, how you make their favorite meal just to see them smile, or how you hold their hand when they're terrified. It doesn't always have to be grand gestures or expensive gifts. Often, it's the small acts of kindness, consideration, and understanding that speak the loudest. Keeping the spark alive in a long-term relationship can seem like a daunting task, but it's more about consistency than grandeur. It's about saying I love you every day, not just on anniversaries or special occasions. It's about showing interest in their interests, supporting their dreams, laughing at their jokes, and being their shoulder to cry on. It's about celebrating the mundane. A quiet evening at home, a shared meal, a walk in the park. Remember, love is not a competition. It's not about who loves more or who loves less. It's about being there through thick and thin, in sickness and in health, and choosing to love even when the going gets tough. It's about nurturing, caring, and growing together. So, let love be the guiding light in your relationship. Let it be the force that pushes you to be better, to do better. Because love, in its truest form, is transformative. It can turn a house into a home, a stranger into a soulmate, a moment into a memory. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a decision you make every day. Last one, support, the backbone of a strong and resilient relationship. It is the invisible thread that weaves individuals together, forming a bond that can weather the harshest of storms. However, what does it truly mean to be supportive in a relationship? Being supportive is not just about lending a hand when your partner is in need, although that's certainly part of it. It's about being there, present, in times of joy and sorrow, triumph and failure. It's about understanding that your partner's struggles are your struggles too, and their victories are your victories as well. Let's break it down a bit further. Emotional support is the ability to listen empathetically, to understand and validate your partner's feelings. It's about giving them the space to express their emotions without fear of judgment or criticism. It's about offering comfort and reassurance when they're feeling down, and sharing in their joy when they're riding high. Practical support, on the other hand, is about helping your partner in tangible ways. It could be as simple as helping with household chores when they're overwhelmed, or as complex as aiding them in achieving their life goals. It's about being a teammate, working together towards common objectives and dreams. But remember, being supportive doesn't mean taking over your partner's problems. It's not about fixing things for them or shielding them from the realities of life. It's about standing by their side while they navigate their own path, offering guidance when needed, but also respecting their autonomy and ability to solve their own issues. Being supportive is a delicate balance between involvement and independence. It requires a keen understanding of your partner's needs and boundaries, and the wisdom to know when to step in and when to step back. And when done right, it can form the foundation of a relationship that is not just strong, but resilient. A relationship that can withstand life's inevitable ups and downs and emerge stronger with each challenge faced together. Being supportive doesn't mean solving problems for your partner. It means standing by them while they solve it. So, we've discussed the basic elements that make a relationship strong: trust, sacrifice, honesty, love, and support. These pillars form the foundation of a strong bond between husband and wife. Trust is the cornerstone, fostering a safe and secure environment. Sacrifice nurtures selflessness, a trait that allows two individuals to exist harmoniously. Honesty brings transparency, eliminating room for doubt or suspicion. Love, the essential element, is the glue that binds everything together. And finally, support, the pillar that ensures both individuals have a shoulder to lean on in times of need. Each of these elements individually is powerful, but when combined, they form an unbreakable bond. They are not one-time actions, but lifelong commitments that demand patience and understanding. So take these lessons to heart and apply them in your relationship. Let these elements be the guiding light that navigates you through the journey of your relationship. Remember, a strong relationship isn't built in a day. It's a continuous journey filled with love,